Turning our attention to the weather now. We had some severe weather last night. We had some pretty heavy storms in parts of North Texas today. Not everybody got to see some rain this morning, but a lot of people did.
Yeah, and some of the rainfall rates were very heavy and impressive. And in fact, we are looking at a very strong cell that's moving over McKinney as we speak and moving over Collin County, and it's dumping lots of heavy rainfall leading to a flash flood warning. Now, some areas are starting to clear up, though. You can see behind me, this is across Dallas-Fort Worth. Just a few clouds left over from all of the showers and storms that were here in the past 12 to 48 hours. I want to go ahead and get into where we're seeing some of the strongest activity happening right now here on the radar. We do again have a cell that's moving off to the east in Collin County. Now it is now moving out of the flash flood warning area, which is still in effect until 12:45 this afternoon here for McKinney, as well as those of us into central Collin County. But all of this activity is expected to continue to push off to the east through the rest of the day. We've had a lot of storm reports as well in the past 24 hours. We're talking about winds upwards of 68 miles per hour. Lots of reports of unfortunately damage, and we're continuing to bring in those reports as we speak. Now, I want to go ahead and give you another update on where some of the activity is taking place to the north of Collin County as well. And once again, flash flood warning in effect until 12:45 for central Collin County, even though this cell is moving off to the east. Still some light to moderate rainfall still happening over towards the Greenville area to Commerce and Leonard. Now, let's talk about how much rain has fallen in the past 24 hours, because it's been pretty significant. Some areas into Denton County have seen over 7 inches of rain accumulation, and the DFW airport's just recording around 0.36 inches of rainfall in the past 24 hours. However, we're continuing to add on to that, so we could definitely be seeing more in the near future. Today, believe it or not, is the first official day of fall equinox, and it actually starts at 1:19 p.m. this afternoon. So happy first official day of fall, y'all. It's not going to be feeling like it. Temperatures right now are actually in the mid to upper 80s. It's hot, but all the moisture in the atmosphere is making it feel even hotter. So yes, Fort Worth, you're 88 degrees right now, but it feels more like 96, and that's going to be the temperature trend through the rest of the day today. 95 is your forecast high temperature, but it'll feel more like 105 here in the afternoon. Those thunderstorms that are moving into Collin County will continue to push off to the east tonight, an isolated threat for some stronger thunderstorms by this afternoon. Tomorrow night, though, I'm tracking another big weather maker. This will bring us the chance for additional rumbles of thunder, potentially even severe thunderstorms. Isolated threat in the green, up in the yellow across our northeastern counties. That's where we have a higher potential for severe weather. It's all due to a cold frontal system that'll be swinging through. But again, first alert weather day is in effect for Tuesday into the late afternoon and through the evening hours. Once that frontal system swings through, we have a big temp dip going from 96 back to 84 degrees.
But that really is a lot of severe weather in just 24 hours.
It was, and unfortunately, really nasty storms to move through. Like we saw, we had straight line wind damage. Some of these winds got upwards of 72 miles per hour, and that was actually recorded from the National Weather Service. They just gave us this report. It was in Ponder, and of course, that led to significant damage. Some other areas got up to about 68 miles per hour into Denton County. So unfortunately, lots of damage has been seen across North Texas, especially into Denton County. Now, we're picking up on a lot of heavy rainfall as well, and we've seen over 7 inches of accumulation in some of these spots. Where the heaviest rain is currently dumping at the current moment is over into Collin County. In fact, we do have a flash flood warning in effect now into McKinney. That is in Collin County until 12:45 this afternoon. You can see all of the darker reds here on our satellite and radar data. You can see right there, the cell is moving off to the east, headed towards the Farmersville area. A lot of rain has dumped in these spots, and more is continuing to dump. So please be careful if you're headed out on the roadways. Make sure you're taking it easy. If you see any rushing water over any flooded roads, please avoid those roads and turn around. Now, we're continuing to monitor, again, all of this activity dissipate and move off to the east, and that'll be likely as we continue through the day. Again, lots of rain has dumped, especially into Denton and Collin County, and to the north of that, we've seen over 7 inches of rain in just 12 hours into Denton. This is a viewer photo right here, and you can see that rain gauge. It is completely full. We'll continue to monitor the chance for additional rain shower opportunities for our northeastern counties today, but all of that is starting to dissipate. Just some lingering cloud cover here into the Metroplex. 83 degrees is where we're sitting at here in Dallas, but those temperatures will continue to climb today. It'll be a bit of a muggy day. Temperatures back into the middle 90s by this afternoon. Heat index value will make it feel more like the triple digits. A few more isolated thunderstorms will be possible to the north of the I-20 corridor, and we're talking about our northeastern counties. Potential for isolated strong to severe thunderstorms, wind gusts upwards of 60 miles per hour, potentially even looking at a couple of stronger cells with bigger updrafts that could produce some hailstones as well. So up towards Denton, McKinney, stretching over to Bonham and Paris, we have an isolated threat for severe weather continuing into the day today. Here across the Metroplex, likely to stay dry. 95 is your forecast high temperature. For those of us across our west, high temperatures could top out in the triple digits. It is the official start to fall today at 1:19 p.m. and it's definitely not feeling like it. That'll be the case tomorrow. In fact, we have a big fall front that's going to be moving through. High temperature around 96 degrees, but a first alert in effect for tomorrow night because of all the showers and more thunderstorms that will be expected. I'll dive into those forecast details in just a few minutes.
All right, Lauren, thank you so much.